Yo, what's up? This is Splendid Radio on Pharcyde TV. My co-host Jeremy Scipio had to be out and about doing doing some honeydews.
That's
He had to go and take care of some honeydews. That's what the old players, you know what I'm
what old
saying?
players here.
Yeah, they say them honeydews, you gotta take care of them. But you know what I'm saying? I got a very special guest tonight. We got OG Continental T.
What's good? What's good? What's good, yo? How y'all doing?
Yeah, man, it was a cool conversation with that B-roll conversation. You know, Jeremy and I, we usually talk about some other things, but with you, it would exchange some pleasantries over liquor snobbishness type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, honestly, that's my brother. So, like, he may not say the things I say, but he's thinking.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. But nah, man, that's tight. That's tight. So, we gonna start in. I had set tonight up to be a wild card conversation, which that's when Jeremy and we really don't interview each other or deal with so much of an interview. We just kind of chime in on topics. I love his point of view. I love.
So can I start it off then?
Yes, sir.
Bad. Because I saw what we should be talking about. I could left field it, but let's just go into the Super Bowl already.
Ah.
Ah, yeah, because I see how we can do the other conversations. Let's just go into this Super Bowl right now, because I wanted to hear what you was thinking, but I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you what I'm thinking in a quick synopsis. Um, it's been many states that the biggest artists of that state did not perform.
Yeah.
You know, so granted, with that, then comes in my next part. How many records do we have from Dwayne Carter that he does not talk about eating vagina and things like that he can perform?
So, in that
I have a
conversation,
list though. I have a list, but go ahead, go.
nah. I'm gonna be long winded with it, man. I'll let you get yours off, man. Let's just run through it, and you
All
know.
right, fine. So I'll say this. In my mind, if I had to do statistics or the analytics of what's going on with rap, if I'm gonna show you who I'm rolling with, easy, son. I'm gonna just put Kendrick up. But then we can go to the numbers. He do just as big or sometimes bigger numbers on his tour than most rap artists right now. And the whole ordeal of bringing Rock Nation to the Super Bowl was Jay was like, I'm trying to bring us in there.
Mhm.
And I I'm not saying, oh, Wayne's a bad artist, but damn, if I could have one of us come up there and speak one of those real songs that means something and all of that, isn't that more perpetual to, doing something good for the people? Because if we come up in here and we throw Wayne out there, which I believe he should bring out in my dream world, he bring out Juvie and they back that ass up. You know what I mean? The whole all of that, right? But then he gonna what? Lick like a lollipop to almost
Well,
two.
I'll say this, man. I'm gonna come from a 53-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a couple things, literally and metaphorically. I've seen a couple things. Uh, man, I could never connect with Little Wayne, but I don't take that away from all the people that I've seen connect with him because it has to be something. I don't think that people connect with him just based on, they feel like they just need to connect with somebody. I feel that it's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? But uh as a manager, as somebody who's dealt with the music industry for a while, I understand that most things aren't my thing, but I can
Mhm.
respect the way that I see things engage in other people's lives and how it makes them feel and you know what I'm saying, how it makes them feel, breathes life into them. It could be, even though I'm here 9/17/2024. You're where you're at, 9/17/2024. We could be existing in two totally different, you know what I'm saying?
Dimensions. No,
You could
in
you
100 million dimensions.
you
Yeah.
could feel something is great, and I could say, like, man, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say that to say, okay, Eddie Murphy. My family's from Mississippi, so we smoke meat and we tell stories. That's what we do. So you know what I'm saying? Buckle up. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
crooked letter.
so um I feel like this. When I heard that Kendrick was going to do the Super Bowl, and then I saw the Master P's, I saw the Luke Skywalkers, I saw all these people come, like the babies, uh, babies, not dubby, but babies. I saw all these people come out and they had like a whole lot to say, and I just had to look at it,
Shout out Luke.
kind of like, man, you know, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of all these personal feelings is getting involved, it's a business. But then I saw something yesterday. It might have been the day before or yesterday, and it kind of really messed with my mind, man. I mean, and when I say mess with my mind, I probably thought about it 5, 6 times today. And the day that I saw it, it kind of had me stumped for about 30 minutes. Like I literally sat there for 30 minutes and tried to wrap my mind around it. And what it was that Lil Wayne felt so privileged
Oh.
that he felt so privileged that he really got on the internet, and he was like, you know, I didn't prepare myself for it. And I'm just scratching my head.
Yo,
I'm
shout to
scratching my
Holly
head
Grove.
like
Oh my.
I'm scratching my head like you're I get that it's in your city. I totally get that. But everything don't go together. And if you want to use reference, almost in current time, man, your boy 50 Cent, he went down to New Orleans, not New Orleans, but he went down to Louisiana, pumped a whole bunch of money off into it. A lot of people felt he should do something, but okay, tell me this. Him throwing a spotlight on somebody that felt they should have a spotlight on them versus him bringing revenue into the community, him doing something where there's going to be long
I
term
got
revenue.
I got something for you. I got
Okay.
something for you. I knew you was gonna feel that type of way because I know last time we spoke. So one of the other remixes I had to this that I've been talking about, they probably gonna hate for me saying this. I'm gonna be honest. It is think about it like this. When Wayne does that, the marketing tip of that, right? He acts like I'm not gonna make it there. Kendrick Lamar is hip hop to the core, not to mention the other ties that he has with that man. I won't be slight because I've already made a few different renditions of what the program should be for the set, for the if with Kendrick there doing the set. I wouldn't be slight if he brings that man out.
Oh, I got one better for you. I'm not going to even say what I got better for you, but I'll just say this: me being involved, me witnessing. That would be involved, but also accurate. Me witnessing what people will do. It's all a business. I say, uh, the same way there was a president of the United States running for his second term, then everything got remixed. I say this: when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to the pony show, snap, camera, action, nobody could call it, man. You can't call it. And Jeremy and I, we disagree. So my little secret, because conspiracy thing was I felt like Kendrick and Drake were gonna do something. Jeremy was like, well, and I'm not gonna go too far because he ain't here to defend himself, but so he was like, dude, with the stuff that Kendrick said about Drake, there's no way. I'll tell you
Well,
this.
see,
I'm gonna land this and then I'm gonna let you go. But I'll say this about the entertainment industry: there is no absolute. And I just say that, dude. Like put it this way. Uh in the immortal words of one of my closest homies' fathers that's not here with us no more. He said something to me that kind of broke my spirit when he first said it to me, but it grew to become one of the realest things a man has ever told me. He said, whenever you think you've seen the craziest shit, it's something 10 times crazier waiting around the corner. And you know, when he said that to me, I took it kind of like, man, you know, I was like, man, it's whack to look at the world that way. Like, man, why are you gonna look at the world like, you know, something whack is waiting around the corner for you or whatever? But that was like the 35-year-old me. The 53-year-old me have seen that thing around the corner, do drive-bys, roll, hit donuts, circles, circles around, where you could think that something just isn't possible, but like, dude, we're not the puppet masters. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Like,
man, that's been configured way before, yeah.
something real quick, and then I'll let you get yours off. So this is what the public did not catch while everybody was all distracted by Shannon Sharp doing this IG live or whatever. Peep this. I saw him advertise some sexual enhancement shit.
Oh, wow.
And nobody's even catching that. And I just say that I just say that to say not that I'm jaded through the entertainment industry or just whatever, but I just say when it's when it's lights, camera, action, understand that it's lights, camera, action. And we're not the we're 50 Cent. You know what he did with Power that revolutionized like all the shows that he does?
In regards to the network or the writers writing?
I'll boil it. I'll boil it down to gravy.
Yeah, because
I'll
you know I
make it.
know a whole nother layer. So
I'll boil it
yeah,
down to
speak
gravy. I'm
what
gonna
you
make it
want to
simple.
talk. Yeah.
I'm gonna make it simple for you. He created a soap opera that 13-year-olds to probably damn near 70-year-olds could connect with and get tapped and trapped into the frequency. And dude,
No, for
he's
sure.
not selling no soap during the whole situation, but what he sold and the thing that like kind of proved himself to the networks were by him being involved in that whole star situation for the for the metric, all they had to do was go to how many people got subscriptions to stars once the only way you could see Power was on stars.
Well, I mean, that was the same type of dynamic that they had when, you know, the Diddler was doing his deal with Revolt.
Man,
Multi-billion-dollar deal. But
man,
I mean, to get back to the Super Bowl,
yeah.
you know, 50 wasn't supposed to be there last year.
Hey,
So I mean, this is stuff I know just because I ain't gonna talk too much because Jeremy tell you, you
yeah.
know, the people I work with. So
Nah,
so
you know.
when you think about that, I'm like, oh snap! And the biggest quote is like everybody says, which I can't say because I seen this online. But Hov said, you know, the white boy wanted 50 to be there, but it wasn't
Hey.
supposed to be like that.
Oh no, no, hey man, I heard
So,
it too.
but it goes back to the transgression of the reason why Rock Nation came to try to change everything was it was like, dude, we are the culture. Put black people every freaking time this damn Super Bowl goes off.
I'm
And
gonna correct you on something, man.
All right, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
I'm gonna correct you on stuff.
No, I'm gonna go back to the business aspect of it as well, though. But that was the ideal. So that's what got the deal garnished for him to be able to come in and have control over the ideal of who's going to perform. It's like after Colin did the Kaepernick did nail, that actually helped that deal, right? So the fourth seed, everything that happened since then, if you look at all the Super Bowl performances that happened since then, you see the melanin in the performances. So when we get to this ordeal now with, I know how everyone is thinking about it, like, damn, Lil Wayne should do it. And in my dream world, if this shit could be explicit, man, after you back it up and stop, bruh, I would love to see that live. I would love to see all that. I would love to see them bring Juvie out. I would love to see the whole nine. But I'm thinking about the actual ideal of the marketing aspect. And we know what's going on. We've seen the numbers in the ratio in the analytics. So who's the biggest hip hop artist right now? All right, damn. Well, shit. Boy already selling out stadiums. Might as well just bring him here, But one of the other things, I'm gonna give you one more remix so you can get in. I said to people, I said, why y'all think like these rappers don't be reconciling and shit? Kendrick and Drake got a song. Kendrick and Drake got a record together.
Ting.
Don't let that marketing and that money
Ting.
but they're not supposed to get paid for the performances. But don't let that marketing and money make people go, you know what? We're friends again. Let's do that single we did together.
You
Super
can't
Bowl.
call it, man. I tell people, man, you can't call dice when they rolling, man. You can't call it. You can shout something out and you might get lucky, but you can't call the dice once they start rolling. Like, man, once they rolling, they rolling. Like put it this way. I was wanting to jump into the double dutch when you was talking so bad. And I got a bad habit of just jumping in and talking.
Me too. I'm trying my bad not to do
it. But no, Pete, this is how I see the whole situation. Dude, the guy who's the middleman between the NFL and the culture is a gatekeeper. We just gonna call it what it is. We just gonna call it what it is.
Yeah, my label's a gatekeeper.
He was able to get in the middle of some mess in order to set himself up, but also to bring some entertainment. And when I say entertainment, I mean not only the performances, but I'm just saying the semantics of him being involved in this, because that's entertainment too. Don't get it twisted. That's entertainment. That's entertainment to hear the dude say, we're past kneeling. You know what I'm saying? So when he made that comment and he said we're past kneeling, I didn't agree with him at the time because I felt like he was just being too short with something so serious. But realistically, he's making them break bread. You know what I'm saying? And the reason he's making them break bread is because the viewership had dropped so much, dude. It had dropped so.
You see what it is for actual soccer. Football versus football. Right now.
Dude, they're not even
they're not even touching
content. They're to the pun, they're not on the same continent.
Do you understand that Drake has Canada 2026 World Cup?
Oh man, I believe it.
No, it's not about for you to believe it. I'm telling you. I mean, I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm telling you. I did, yeah. So that's another thing that I'm trying to tell you, that Hov, like, well, shit. As a culture, we definitely moving with Kendrick. So this comes first. If we don't let him get it, you already know who Wayne was gonna bring out. Now it's gonna look like Kendrick Lords. That's a hip hop thing, and that's why I was trying to bring it back, because I know you love hip hop culture, and I feel like as a hip hop culture, He was not gonna let that boy have a chance on the stage as if he won against Kendrick, bro.
Oh man, you know what? That was a good call for Jeremy to have you on tonight, man. Oh man, that was a good call. Cause I think about a lot of stuff, but I didn't think about that. And he sure woulda. He sure woulda, dude. Oh my God. Come on, man. Come on, man. That would have been the today. You know what I'm saying?
We would no, it would have confused the whole entire public. We'd have been like, who won the battle then?
Yeah, yeah.
No, we want to see They Not Like Us at the goddamn Super Bowl. Oh
Man,
my mama. I know this. I know what the horns. I done wrote the freaking instrumental program
come
in my brain
on.
already. It's 8 different sections of horns. They're going, brr, 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 then the strings go, brr, brr, brr. Bruh, that's another foot, bruh. They gonna kill that. But I say that same thing to say that key can still turn into Juvie back that ass up. Because Kendrick loves hip hop.
I'll say this. I don't think it's far fetched that they'll have him there.
I don't,
I
bro.
don't think it's far fetched in any type of a
I
way.
think they playing us.
Come on, man.
When is
Come
Wayne?
on, man.
Look. I got another guest in here right now. But when does Wayne ever get on some interview shit talking about some how he feels? Come on, bro.
Man, that was.
He may be
Let me
selling us a ticket, bro.
let me tell you something. I'm not. Dang, this gonna sound crazy. So I'm not saying I'm the most masculine alpha male that there is, but I'll say this. There's something that bothers me when you have the Tyrese's and the Little Waynes getting all emotional on the camera and all that. Man, go talk to your therapist, man. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's a whole nother podcast, bro. You know, that's a whole nother black man podcast because we need to
Go
understand
talk
why
to
we
your
all in that.
go talk to your therapist, man, and
But
talk
why they
to
marketing us like that? I mean,
dude,
I won't say too much because I hate to get into that super, Illuminati stuff, but they want us to be de-emasculated, they want us to the black
dude,
man is the superior being. So however we can look weak, they will promote it.
dude. I'm not saying that I'm smarter than your average bear, but I'll say this. Your boy Tyrese goes over to Dubai. It's definitely a highly Islamic place. You know what I'm saying? That's just what the culture is, and that's what it is. Not, but there's Christians there too, but that's what it is. He goes over there, and he's wearing this red. My mind says red, but it probably just blew me away so bad that I probably just short circuited all the RAM, and I don't get. But I want to say he was wearing something that was red that hung down to his ankles. I don't know, just what that's what my mind tells me because I try not to, man, I try to retain stuff that's gonna help me go further. So for real, I try not to hang on
In
to it.
life, for sure.
So he's out there and he's doing that. So I'm saying, okay, he needs some bread. He out there in Dubai. He's shaking hands, kissing babies. He's getting his bread up, whatever. He probably got a movie coming out, something like that. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, cool. So then he goes and does a Shannon Sharp interview. He does a Shannon Sharp interview. He talks about this album he got coming out, how he's trying to channel. I saw the Marvin Gaye look, but I heard he was trying to sound like somebody. It was something, but whatever it was more than my mind needed to be thinking about. So I immediately stopped my mind mid thought when it came down
Yo,
to
that sucks, bro. None of us can put out an album. This is the shit I think about.
nah,
Customers like yourself. He was like, yo, you was doing a whole bunch of marketing, and it was just more than my mind could just really think about.
dude, it was too much, dude. I got
I
life,
got,
I
I
got
got to
real
think
life
about
stuff.
that on this new album. God damn.
Yes,
I gotta be it gotta be minimal. On the marketing, it's gotta be, minimal. Like you guys see.
well, I'm not saying that it has to be, I'm not saying people should do stuff minimalized. I'm just saying for me, um, witnessing the entertainment industry and just watching marketing and just how people move, it's like they use these opportunities. Like, dude, it wasn't an accident that he was over in Dubai getting all those photo ops. It wasn't an accident that after that he goes to the Breakfast Club. It wasn't an accident that after that he
I
goes
have to
to.
tell people like that all the time. Like, if you're not in the industry, for sure. Like, I tell this to my own wife. I'm like, she'd be like, "Yo, you just drop that record." I'm like, "Hold up, that's not how it works. You don't just drop no record." I
Oh,
was like,
dude.
there needs to be a whole funk sway and a functionality behind this. There needs to be a marketing process that helps everybody stipulate what's going to bring the actual progress that gives us the results, so we can continuate that and then make it better for the next quarter.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you the way that my mind kind of thinks. There's an artist out there that does it on steroids.
I want you to come and listen to the new album. I want you to come listen to my album before I drop it.
Oh, no, for sure, for sure.
No,
But
I'm gonna ask Jeremy tonight to hit you up. I got your number now, but I'm gonna see what your schedule like. But I want to see what you say about the new album.
I got
But
one better. I got one better for you. I was talking to Jeremy about some content. Nah, man, we're gonna have a mukbang to it. You know what I'm saying?
nah, yeah, for sure. You know, I do the cooking show and shit, so I come over here and do a mukbang and just cook y'all niggas, a
Hey
whole
man,
slew of shit.
hey man, that helped the whole experience.
Nah. But speaking on that, at the same breath, I was just thinking about the culture because I see we saw my cancel culture, and then like Blueface in prison. That's wild.
Okay, real quick on that though. So the whole reason that his situation is what it is back to that entitled kind of thing. And he went somewhere that he should not have been, and he was and he and the so this is the thing.
Yeah, because I'm
I was
trying to
just
think of my
I was
because I'm
just
trying to think
talking
what I can actually say. I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead. I'm gonna see
I
what
was
I can
just
say.
talking to my old school homeboy, and I was telling him it was either last week's episode or the week before, and I said something, and I can't remember who read my mind, whether it was Jeremy or the the person we were interviewing, but somebody read my mind. And dude, this is what I said. Now, once again, this is just from my observation.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say the most addictive drug is? And not saying something that you've partaken in. You could even have witnessed somebody.
The most addictive drug that I would say is marijuana and then cocaine.
I got one better for you. Fame. Fame.
That's a good one.
Fools.
I got one better than you.
Huh.
You think fame is it, but it's not fame. See, you want to take it to that level, to that depth. It's not about the fame. It's about the love. Everybody wants love. Fame is love. Everybody wants love, but at the capacity of understanding that, to be a celebrity, you get love at unlimited value. Regular individuals get love at the physical value.
They get dapper alike, maybe alike. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm, yeah, no, but I feel you. But to me, fame, man, when I signed my deal, I understood that fame didn't really mean nothing. Fame was love.
Hey,
Like, the women flipping up their chest and shit, showing you their breasts at the shows and stuff. That's because they love the music so much, right? They'll do whatever for the person that made the music. That's love. That's not fame. That's love.
well, so we might be aligned, and we'll go deeper into that over this mukbang. But I'll tell you this: I've seen, and this is what my eyeballs have seen. Like I'm not gonna. This isn't what I heard or some internet. Woo, dude. I've seen fools get around somebody or get into the situation, and dude, they damn near do anything, man.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say anything, I mean niggas what? You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing to me is
What you mean?
the crazy thing to me is this. It's like you gotta be a man before you anything. Like that's the thing. And for you to be so open to somebody, like put it this way. When uh so I kind of got put into management in a way that I knew someone who needed it, and they kind of trusted me, and they thought that I could like they could tell me, they could feed me the playbook, and then I could adjust it, and I could be maybe kind of be cool at it because of some other skills I had. But
Yeah.
but this is the thing, dude. Your Bentley don't impress me. Getting cold waters, teas, Perrier's, a cool menu that's been ordered into your cafeteria for lunch, that don't impress me.
This don't impress me.
Yeah,
None
none of that.
none of that.
I'll say it once, I'll say it a million times. What impresses me is somebody sending me an email with an attachment that has several pages to it that I can't decipher, that I need to pay somebody who has a higher understanding and how to decipher those things, and those things leading to a bank wire jumping
Bank
off,
wire.
which that leads to me having something more than I had before the whole transaction went down. Like, dude, like
It's literally my life.
that right there, like that's what gets me. But I say that to say there's people that they'll do anything for a selfie with somebody.
No, they do a lot for a lot of exposure. You know, a lot of the people that I manage or market or work with, you know, and the ideals of that. I don't want to speak too deep about it, but you know, the money and the marketing sometimes don't match up for the content you may see. And with saying that, I hope you get what I'm saying without trying to disrespect my people.
Nah.
Um, you know, the game is built on this whole ideal of like you were saying, fame. But I'm saying that it's more so love. People idolize things that they don't even understand. And with that perspective builds so many different levels of love. So you got people that would damn near kill themselves because Michael Jackson died. You understand? Then you got man, what kind of love is that? I don't even I love that. I love him.
Hey,
I love him. My look,
hey,
look, when Michael Jackson was a freaking 8 years old, he performed for my auntie at her birthday party. We stayed 2 streets down from her. I still wouldn't have killed myself when that man died. But here goes another love. We still flew back to Gary and we went back to his house and we got our special family recordings of the stuff that they gave to everybody from Gary that was in the neighborhood. And you pay respects in a different love. But there's people that will willingly die for fame, for people that are famous. Man, that's I would never want to be that famous. I like I always say, just couple million plays a year for me, man. I'm good.
hey, man. I'll give you one, and then we can progress. I've seen dudes fly in from out of town, show up at hotel to some cracking festivals, cracking. cracking. I mean, at the height of cracking. Didn't tell nobody they was showing up. Didn't tell. They just showed up and was like, "Yo, what's up, man? You got me? Can I woo?" And it's kind of like, and looking back at it, I could look at it like, damn, this dude just like, man, he just really can't, you know what I'm saying? But then there's also a duality to it where I gotta say, man, he was determined that he was gonna be in the mix, and he did what he had to do to get in the mix. And what he did with the mix, I wasn't talking business with him, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But but it might have worked out. So there's a duality to it. But I just say, um, when I look at things that are entertainment related or consumer base related, I always look at it for more than what I'm seeing with my eyes or hearing with my ears.
So the question is, do you think it's okay for Kendrick Lamar to do the Super Bowl halftime show?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. But that's
Absolutely.
more questionable than thinking about my mans who keep getting assassinated. Like he got too many ops. How do you feel about this presidential debate, my kind sir?
Ah, man.
Yeah,
Okay. Nah.
yeah.
We can get loose with that.
Leg it loose with that.
So I'll say this. It saddens me in a way because people want to tear Kamala down for what things they may feel that she's inadequate upon. And I get it. No one's perfect. I believe that she could be inadequate upon things, just human nature.
Human nature, yeah.
But that is, for the most part, assumption because I haven't dug too deep into it. But I could tell you this without me digging at all into who was probably your president, never mind, he crazy as hell and will say the most craziest things, don't make no sense, don't try to make no sense, panders right in front of you, does the most insulting, and it's crazy to me because what that ex-president taught me is that people could either hate themselves or hate something so much that they just choose something that it's almost like if I can't have a birthday party, ain't nobody gonna have no birthday party.
So I mean, you sounding like you're gonna be voting for. I don't even know. I honestly, you kind of
You know
sound.
what? I'll tell you this. I I won't say who I'm gonna vote for, but I'm not gonna vote for somebody that I know don't give a fuck about me.
Are you voting?
Yeah.
Who are you voting for? Not myself. Come on, I was trying to get a little vote. I ain't gonna ask you why. I'll ask you why later.
Okay.
So
So
so we got Kamala and baby girl. She says Trump. So we 50-50.
real quick, in the spirit of Jeremy broke me down on something that really shaped. Because once again, just because I can call out the marketing and the dog and pony show and all that kind of stuff doesn't mean that I don't get sucked into the vortex
Come
too.
on now.
No, we all get sucked in. We all get sucked in. But Jeremy said something good. And as long as you can somewhat subscribe to what he said, I think you can be safe. And when I say you, I mean just people in general.
In general, yeah.
Hold it to policy. That's it. Hold it to policy. Let everything else go and hold it to policy. And if you hold it to policy, that dude that people want to vote for, he doesn't have any policy. He's not even worried about that. And that's why I say it's crazy that the world is at a place where people could hate, like people will say, well, she ain't black and she didn't start being black.
Okay, you see that's some bullshit,
But
and
but
I
but
laugh about it too. But I will say to you on a reality level of economics, what Trump is setting up for people in my margin, it helps us. If you
and
look at the
and I
tax
would
bracket,
and I would be one.
if you look at the tax
I would be
bracket,
one.
I seen it just about 2 days ago.
I would be one. I would be one to argue that because guess what? The few crumbs that he's throwing out there that got black people's eyes, you
no. I don't mean that tax bracket. I mean that everybody in the 1% where I sit, if you look at the overall circumstance in the numbers in it,
but no,
we're the one that actually gonna eat more. If you
let me
making
land.
close
Let
to a
me
half
let
a
me
million
let me
dollars a
land.
year,
Let me
you're gonna
land.
change the shit. But
Let
if
me
you go with Kamala,
let me land.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this one last thing.
All right.
Kamala's actual plan is actually better for the median and for the people that are in the lower class. So if you're making over $300,000 a year, you want what Trump wants for these taxes. Look at it all in its details. And I saw that recently and I was just like, whoa, it
But
messed with me.
but you know the part that people aren't digesting. That dude is pushing program 25, 2025. Like he got these shiny glittery things that get people mesmerized, the little circle,
Yeah.
the little hypnotic circle and all that. He got
So
that
does
going.
Kamala though. So does
The dude,
Kamala.
no, but Trump is rolling with a racist. He puts them in your face. Homegirl said if Kamala wins, she gonna have the White House smelling like curry and all this, that, and the third. And then Trump says, "Oh, well, I don't know what she said or what she didn't say, but she's a really smart person and she has a very strong, woo 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 woo." Dude, I'll take somebody who is a knowledgeable possible con person over someone who's not a knowledgeable con person. And like, dude, you can't show me one thing that he's done successful. You
All right.
can't show the
Wow,
and
wow, wow, whoa, kind sir. I'm not saying that that man is perfect, but I can definitely deliberate so many different things that happen within his constitution of him being in his presidency that ideally is still running right now. Like literally, he has so many things that are running that are not even going to stop until next year. I'm not saying he's perfect either, though. G, don't think I'm saying
dude,
like, oh,
he
he's so perfect. I
stacked,
love Trump so much because
he
I'm telling
stacked
you,
the
but I'm telling
Supreme
you,
Court.
if I had to make it, if I had to make it my way, I would say we take a bye year and y'all let AI technology figure this shit out. Because honestly, if I told you like coming up how I came up, Kamala is trying to sound like she's got this ideal. It's not trying to actually. I'm not gonna say trying to because we're being recorded. Literally, the tax shit for Trump versus Kamala. Trump shit helps people out that are making 300,000 and more. So people in my tax bracket every year, we're great. But anybody below that, you sucking, you know what? So I feel that no, that actually is whack. So it's a certain way to find a medium, but then is taxes is all you want when they're literally trying to feed. They're not feeding it to the men. They're feeding it to the women. Like, yo, we're gonna give you $3,000 if your kid's between a year and five years old, bro. Y'all niggas honestly, I
I'll
don't
say
like that.
this.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because there's
I,
other things that we could change.
I'll say this, and we gonna move on.
Yeah, we
He
should.
said two things that I heard. I've had a lot of life experiences where I really had to. I've heard people say stuff, but I wasn't listening to them when they said it. So where I'm at in life right now, I listen to people when they talking to me. Trump said, "I'm not a Christian, and if you vote for me this time, you'll never have to vote again." And it's just crazy to me how nobody heard that. It's crazy to me how nobody heard that. I heard it. I heard it, man. And so, regardless of the tax breaks he say he gonna do, and this, that, and the third, or whatever, what he said that my little brain, the size of a quarter, whatever, like not the hugest brain in the world, my brain worked cool enough to where I heard him say, "I'm not a Christian" in front of some conservatives, and if you vote for me, you'll never have to vote again. And it scared the hell out of me. It scared the hell out of me. So, people can feel, man, I'll never tell a person how, what, when, or how. I just say, man, deal with your conscience. You deal with your conscience. You know what I'm saying? I say, uh, when it comes to uh the things that are better for the world, I feel like Republicans, in a lot of ways, they want it now and they want it for me, but I feel that it should be about the generations to come a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Then I make a joke.
I can
Then
survive.
I have to make a joke with you, G. Like, when Big Kamala Harris, not black, Indian, she says, she's glad that we don't have no troops in war zones, and they are in war zones. I mean, but you watch the debate and you see the moderator actually fact checking Trump more than her. Now, I'm not saying Trump is the motherfucking nigga. Literally. I'm just saying that right now what we have is a charade, and I don't think they know what to do. And there's no one else they can pull out for a puppet. And this is what we got. And we're gonna have to figure this shit out when you go vote, when you go vote, when you go vote, when I go vote, you go vote. We're just gonna have to figure it out. But I'm gonna be
I
real with
got
you.
one. I got one
I
better for
don't
you.
believe that any of the votes you put in, or I put in mean anything. And I've learned that.
But they don't, because the electorate is who decides.
That's just
The
I'm like,
electorate.
y'all can play this whole game. We could be super political and we can talk about the economics, the financial structure. We can talk about what's going on in other countries. Did you understand that what Vladimir Putin just put in right now? He wants to do airstrikes. People don't know about that. Let's talk about that. We got time for that.
Hey, hey. I just say this. A politician is a politician, man. And back to what I said, the most powerful drug is
Fame.
man, man. Matter
I
of
mean, the
fact,
love, but in the Bible, all God and Jesus truly wants is the love and the loyalty of the people. And that's why I say it ain't fame. You don't want to be famous. You be famous for 15 seconds. But if you get love
love
and
to come with
loyalty,
it. Yeah, the love to come with it.
woo-wee, like the love that we got for Michael Jackson, none of us met this man. But I swear to God, if we at Heaven's Gates and they say Michael Jackson or Taylor Swift, send that bitch to hell. Michael
Hey,
Jackson, that would be 100% every time, right? He's taught us a lot in
no,
music.
hey man, I watch somebody who idolizes the Jackson family a lot. He idolizes them. I'm absolutely positive of that. I'm not. It's not an assumption. And he put up like an IG live for about 5 minutes, and he was just devastated. You know what I'm saying? And but man, who am I to say that he didn't deserve to be devastated? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, he may have held this person in the highest of regard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
in a way that we wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? In a way like that we wouldn't hold a person in a regard. But Tito Jackson, homeboy, was like, he was inconsolable. He was, he was naming off all of Michael's family and his mother, and he was just going through the whole, how he felt. You know what I'm saying? So I just say that to say that, man, uh famous people touch people, music touches people, and to segue into something else, I know people that have made music that has touched people for like 30 years, unwaveringly consistent. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, for
saying?
sure. I know musicians that have literally infiltrated my own career.
It didn't, and the thing about it is, I was so close to it that, it never, like, I never had the experiences that I've heard a million people talk about that they've had in regard to it. You know what I'm saying? And so I just say that to say, you know, uh, we just have to know who we are, attempt to do the right thing, uh, understand when we're being marketed to for whatever. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
we always being marketed. That's the actual fucking whack part about it all. Well, I mean, if it's your job in your life, like my life is to be marketed. So I stay big on being inside. It literally takes someone like Jeremy, like, yo, let me make you outside somewhat. Nah, I can be cool at the crib, taking care of my fam in multiple states and doing my thing. I think that the art that we live in today isn't the same art that we appreciated 10 years ago. So when you see all these different artists, like I see one of the things you was wanted to talk about Marlon Wayans, before we get out of here, like Marlon Wayans, he's an artist in himself, and like the things that he's been speaking about, or Shannon Sharp, but Shannon Sharp. I saw Shannon Sharp on the list. Listen, everybody know what happened with that. The
Man.
leak. But I mean, back to Marlon. Marlon is from a family of entertainment. And we've seen it for generations to come. And it will extend and perpetuate beyond that, right? So when we think about what's truly art and the artists today, going back to the Super Bowl conversation, like what should be shown and presented to people, all of that type of things, it's almost like all on a weighing scale. You know what I mean? And it's like I think that with Marlon was tapping into a whole nother spectrum because I know he saw what Cat Williams was talking about first and foremost. So that gave him a foresee to what he about to say when he get up there. But I mean, their family, I always tell my family, I tell my wife all the time, like their family is the biggest black family in entertainment. And they done so much.
I'll
You know?
say this for anybody who doubts Marlon Wayans, let's not deal with the storyline because people could just, easily disconnect from that.
Mhm.
Sextuplets. Just look at the makeup. Just look at the makeup. If you feel he's not the truth, watch it long enough to see the makeup and the six people that he plays that's related to himself.
I mean, that's remarkable in itself, but I mean, ideally, you can literally watch the Wayans brothers and understand that what he had to grow within, because a lot of people didn't know who he was, and in the hood, what smoking gin and juice. When we watched that movie, like they didn't know. Like, do you have a problem? He had a condom in his hair. He had a Beretta in the other side of the brick. You didn't know who to like expect out of him. And Sean was always playing that little dog shadow, but Marlon, he was always about that work. And I say that to say those different characteristics that he carried, bro, that's why you seen what you seen out of Sextuplets. That's
Man.
why he can do multiple facet different characters.
Oh man.
Man, no,
Man.
but they all talented. They all talented. Entertainment period.
So tell me this. Back to the cancel culture. So today you got your man Sean Combs. They finally done what was looming for so long.
This is like get me in court.
No, no. But I'll say this though.
I'm probably already on the list.
They've stopped his money as far as on a corporate level.
Yeah,
But peep this though.
yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna boycott Bad Boy. They're not gonna stop listening to Biggie. They're not gonna stop listening to Mary J.
There's so
They
much
not.
that I cannot say. That
They
I
not.
cannot say. That I
They not.
won't say and I will not say.
But I'll say. But I'll say this, dude.
Uh-huh.
If they was to drop a Puffy song in the club, club meaning a place where people go to have drinks and to get loose and all that kind of thing, nobody's gonna be like, "Oh man, the DJ's tripping. Oh man, you gotta, you know."
You got me in this damn hot tub that I don't want to be in. I would say after they picked up, my OG. Yeah, shoosh, bro. Ain't much I can tell you about that. That's wow.
Hey, I just say this. They're gonna do a dog and pony show with him. They're gonna humiliate him. They're gonna drain his pockets. They're gonna do it, dude.
I
The
can't say that that's normal. I
but
will
what
say
I'm
that that's
saying,
normal.
what I'm saying is, I hate to sound like that, but it's the humiliation ritual. They did it to Bill Cosby. They let you
So
go
much I
up.
want to say, I can't say, man.
They let you do. They let you go up, and then they bring you down. They
I
let you.
mean, damn. I want to say something, but I can't. But I'm trying to figure out how to say it. What I will say is this: a lot of times that there are a lot of people that we look up to. Maybe they're the ones that we should look up to, and maybe they're not. And then some of those people that we look up to get caught up with people that's been, you know,
Hey, I'll
yeah.
I'll, I'll
That's where
say
I
the
leave it at that.
I'll say this in the words of my pops: people are more than one thing.
That's
They're more than one thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But moving on to something else though, I'll tell you something that's crazy to me. People that be going on DJ Vlad's platform, man. That's the craziest thing in the world to me, man. It's
this
the
got to a whole little suspect shit, right? That damn.
and the reason that I'll say that is because, dude, and I'm a backpedal to the other conversation we was having. Vlad care about black people just as much as Trump, man. Probably, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know Vlad since like 2006.
Mm-hmm.
I know Vlad for a minute. So I know what Vlad be on.
It's a business. It's a,
I get it.
no, it's dude. Peep this. I was talking to Norwood from this group called Fishbone, and he was breaking down Leor to me, and he was like, "Dude,
You said he was bringing down Leo?
breaking down Leor to me."
Leo Cohen.
Yeah, yeah, and he was like, "Dude,
That's my nigga too.
he was like, dude, Leor was the dude who was throwing hella parties in LA back in the late in like the mid 80s and the night, like basically his
he did it to
connection.
the 2000 and he did. Let me not talk shit. Yeah, he
No,
was
but
throwing
no, but
parties.
Pete,
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
was
He was throwing parties.
he was not like, dude, he was throwing
Bro, I'm
concerts
just
at the
thinking, look,
Palladium.
honestly, G, I just realized, like, while we talking, I'm like, damn, bro, they indicted the G. Oh, shoot. And then in the indictment says that they confiscated all of these videos. So your boy's in one of them. That's a fact. I ain't doing no gay shit. Not doing no gay shit. But I'm definitely in the video. So when you think about that, I'm like, oh my God. I don't even want to talk too much. They're gonna be subpoena everybody named mama.
It ain't gonna go that far, man. It's not going.
Young Thug. You know how many witnesses they subpoenaed for Young Thugs? It was over 1,000. They had to break it down to 200.
But I'll say this though, getting into your Young Thug situation, dude, they let the black man get the money and then they humiliate him and they drain all the money. Dude, this whole thing about his trial taking as long as it's taken and going as far as it's taken, it's about the money, dude. It's
No,
about
I will tell
draining.
you that. Like, if there's something I can say, I will tell you it is all about the money.
Yeah, that's the oh, dude.
Yeah, he's coming home. Like,
Yeah,
that's the fact. Yeah.
that and politics. It's like
Yeah.
that and politics, and it, once again, back into the fame, man. You get these overzealous people. Now, you would say if somebody is prosecuting Young Thug, and then they've also, we're not going to talk about Thug. We're
You
going
know
to talk
what I'm
about
saying? That's
Homegirl.
what I'm
No,
like.
Pete. We're going to talk about Homegirl who was gonna bring Trump down for something that he absolutely did that was wrong. Which and once again, to people that would
With
people
Shorty.
people that would
Yeah, multiple women trying to do that.
but people that would vote for him, that fool was so felt so powerful. And that's just where, like, dude, he's a dummy. That's the part, like, where people are like, well, oh, she's this, she's that, and oh, Trump. The dude called on a phone that was recorded. Like, dude, you're supposed to be the president. Like, man, you're supposed to have people around you that are smart enough to tell you that you're not going to have this
I mean,
conversation.
that sounds freaking beautiful, but like, through everything I've learned in life, most dummies don't have more than $1 billion in assets. So I'm not saying that being rich is everything, but I will tell you that Kamala Harris, I can send you those videos. You want to see her hanging out with the mayor and acting like a floozy?
But
Then does that
dude,
make her lesser than, because Donald Trump will marry a playboy
that
matrix?
makes her human, man. I ain't
I'm not, no,
tripping
no, no,
off.
no. That's what I was trying to do right now. I was trying to give you that comparison. But then the ideal that of what I think about, like, in my own family, like, money is not everything. I say that again. I'm gonna say that over and over. But reality is this: if you're a person in your family, which I've been persecuted to be, that can understand financial literacy and break that down, you're the golden child.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about.
So what is Kamala Harris? Tell me one thing that she's ever done on her
That's not what
own.
I'm talking about. What I'm
I no
talking
no no no
about,
no. That was my question. My question is, what has she ever done in this world that makes me foresee that she could do something for me that's going to transition, knowing god darn well that her presidency is not going to supersede the actual Congress and what they judge.
let me share something with you. Your boy Trump, he left his vice president out there to get eaten by the wolves. Wasn't tripping off that. Was not tripping off that. He allowed chaos to go down at the Capitol, and he could have easily whistled to the hounds and chilled everybody out. And he wasn't even worried about that. But I'm not even talking about all that. What I was talking about is this dude is so dumb. He said on a phone line can't you just find some more votes? Can't you get to somebody? Like he's begging them to like, and
Yeah,
dude,
I mean, that transgression is not really foreseeable as something that is solid in actual evidence to show who someone is as a solid, like, thing. Like, when you think about who people are, we're imperfect. If you catch me on my motherfucking phone conversation, excuse my language, if you catch me on a phone conversation and I say something that you don't like, guess what? You were not in this phone conversation, so I don't even understand why your opinion even means anything. Because guess what? That same conversation, I can learn from what I just said with you. And now the next conversation is, I had this conversation with some other person, and now I realized that I, I should be thinking like this. And this is the way I should have my whole ideology. But, we're all people, bro. I don't think neither one of them should be presidents. That's
and
how I feel.
I'll say one of them has to, and I would feel more comfortable with one person having the codes and represent. If I had to look at it like this,
That's scary as fudge, bro. Nah,
if
bro,
I
you
had to look at
wilding
no,
out.
I'll
Bro,
say
you
this is the
wilding
question
out. Now
people.
you said something crazy, G. You said somebody having the code. Bro, bro. Look. I'm gonna sit back real quick. I love this wife, but I swear to God, I am not giving her the codes of mass destruction. You are wilding out, and I'm not sexist at all. But women's emotions versus ours,
No.
it ain't the same, bro. It's not the same. We would literally be sad for 2 weeks. Look. Women can get over a breakup the same day. We be sad for 2 weeks. Why? Because we thinking about it. They don't think about shit like that. When I'm telling you, you want to put the bomb codes on a woman. She not it. I'm not even saying her actually is going to be the one to do it. I don't think she's going to
I'll
get that
say
power. I think they going to play her for her power because she doesn't have that mind structure. She's not intelligent enough to hold the structure of understanding the ideology in different countries, nor the actual facet of different workers and different political structures, different cultures. Bro, I'm not saying she's not black enough. I'm saying she's not smart enough. And the ideal that I can look at,
so. So tell me this. She wasn't smart enough to take the little fuzzy bunny tied to the stick and the string and throw it out in front of Trump and have him chasing the little furry bunny around and talking crazy and not
bro, she
sticking to
got
the
a whole
point.
team of Democratic moderators that are literally helping her out for her funk sway. I mean, if you can actually give me detailed things that she actually did, even when she was a senator, she has so many people that are outraged at what she did during her times of being a senator. So the thought process of thinking of her being a vice president, you're utilizing someone that you guys think is black that isn't really black. And I'm telling you, as a black mixed man, my damn self, this woman doesn't have the mental structure to do what she should do. And I'm not saying it because she's a woman, because honestly, I vote my mama before I vote Kamala Harris. I swear to God. I will vote my own mother, my black mother, before
And
I
okay,
vote Kamala Harris. I swear
last
to God.
thing, last thing on him, man. Oh man, we gonna have to have this interview again, man. We need Jeremy here, man.
I know we do. You know he would have been some
We
buffer
need
for
the
it.
moderator, man. He would have let us both have it, but I want to say one of us would have got it a little more than the other, man. I'm not gonna say who
Either
don't,
one of us would have got it. We both would have got it.
but you feel that the other dude is in all these things that you say she lacks. You feel the other dude has all that?
No, I did not say that. What I said to you was that I literally would prefer my mother to be a president
Okay.
over these two people. If we
Mm.
have to base this off of who's done what and who has the most knowledge. Well, at where I'm at in my life, financially, if I choose Trump, if you look at the tax bracket, I lose. I mean, I win. So then for me, when I look at my culture and the people that came up under me, that's not what I want. I want something that's moderate that helps us all out, right? But then when you look at what Kamala did, shit, honestly, it fucks me. But it gives everybody under my tax bracket some nice little comfort. And I'm with that shit too. But what I'm thinking about in the reality of it all is it's kind of hard to pick and choose. Can we all come down to a moderate like median, like that we can all stick to, in a tax bracket? Because that's where everyone is. I've been looking at, I've seen Twitter. Everyone's like, yo, let me get my tax bracket down. Me too, because I'm about to buy another house. All of this means a lot. But then in the reality, like, I'm still a minority. So I need to remind that perspective. You feel me? So, all right, Kamala's got a whole nother transition of her details that helps out minorities, people that are coming up still. So it's like, fuck, I'm not coming up still. I'm on the Trump plan. Damn. Which one do I go to? Nigga, I want us to win. So fuck. That I've been thinking about this a lot lately. So damn, do I vote Kamala to make sure that my people, continue to win? Because I'm gonna figure it out regardless. And that's how I've been.
I'm gonna spin the record back real quick. Question: You're a Drake fan, right?
Hell no.
Not at all.
Like 5%.
Interesting, because I like honestly, uh, I could only if you said right now, I'll pay you a year of house notes, year of car notes, whatever, to name two Drake songs. For sure, I could say Hotline Bling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'd be like, that's not a Drake song. That's freaking another man's song that wrote that record and he stole it from
Oh wow, yeah, but I would, but that's as far as I could go with that. You know what I'm saying?
him.
That
Like he
that.
stole that from Drum.
Oh damn, he's a good dude. Yeah, I met him. Yeah, so that's as far as I could go with that. But tell me this: with the Kendrick and the Drake beat, did you ever feel that Kendrick had it?
That he ever what?
Did you ever feel that Kendrick had him? Like Kendrick was winning? I mean, not Kendrick. I'm sorry, Drake. Did you ever feel that Drake was winning during the beat, or at least he had one that was like,
Why you
okay, this is
looking
a
at me
good one.
funny? Because you know I'm gonna talk some stuff. I don't want to be too political. I known Drake before he ever signed his deal. So for me, I was waiting for this. So like, you can go online right now and see Drake saying, I don't know who Continental T is. That's on his own website right now, still to this day. Uh Drake been stealing all our bars. He been stealing all our swag. There was never a point that I thought that Drake had it. Because I knew what Kendrick was doing because I worked with Coach. And if you know who Coach is, that's Dre. So like when you hear what Kendrick want to do, there's no possible way. Even me as a lyricist, as a rapper myself, yeah, there's a lot we all still gotta learn. So no, there was never a moment. Like you
That's a
got some
good.
pop, like they were popping off with Drake at what point? Because everything he did was facetious and he had no actual factual points. And then everything that we had at the camp was pictures and factual points. That's another thing y'all gotta look at. Y'all run this clip back on Twitter. Drake never dropped nothing to show that he preordained everything that Kendrick did. But we dropped videos that showed you we preordained everything we did.
I'll say
Yeah.
this.
He billion. He a billionaire. Can we get a little bit better? Get you a little better.
I'll say this. Um, I took a Saturday and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hit a couple little food spots, and I'm gonna listen to just a couple of songs to go back and forth. And I heard this one Kendrick song, and the concept of it was so genius. Where I want to say Kendrick was talking to Drake's, he was talking to Drake's pops. He was talking to Drake's kids that he ain't even had yet, or maybe the kids that he got. And he was like, it was so genius the way the concept of the song. Like it was a song, it sounded good because he was rapping and all that, and the production was cool. But the concept behind it, I was just kind of like, damn, that's like, that is why Kendrick is Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, and this is the thing. You gotta give Dr. Dre his props because
I give coaches props for sure.
he takes battle rappers and he shows them song structure and he makes them to where they can.
I ain't gonna hold you because I've been working with Coach since I was 15 years old. It's not about taking battle rappers. It's about taking lyricists because there's a lot of lyricists that are over there at Aftermath, and we write. I'm like,
well
man,
when I say when I say
I'm just saying, like we don't write to make songs. Dre, you know, whole perspective is since I was 15 years old, bro. Is literally he wants to hear the ideal of utilizing words over a beat differently than anyone else has conveyed.
well
So
the reason I say that is because, man, I look at Eminem, I look at 50 Cent, and I
don't
look at
just look at that. Look at honestly, I can tell you so many people that come over to Aftermath. Look at Anderson .Paak.
yeah.
Look at Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars records over there at Aftermath with us. Like so when I'm telling you the real industry shit,
Yeah.
Dre's a god. He's a
Oh, I believe it.
we call him Coach, bro. We don't call him Dre. We call him Coach. Like they probably gonna be mad that I said this shit, but he's Coach. And what I'm saying to you is that when it comes to making a hit record, I don't know. This dude just got the formula, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and the mix is a big thing. We can all write, like we all write. We can write. But the way that the records come out, it comes with the mix and how he ordains how we sound in the funk sway of the record, man. Like, there's a lot of artists in the game and producers in the game. That motherfucker's superb.
All right, so I'm gonna hit you with the last one. Do you think that the Cat Williams raindrop in the middle of the ocean that turned into the tsunami that ripped and created ruckus, ruckus on the shores and all this kind of thing, whatever? Do you think that the Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp, or rather, do you think that Cat's perspectives that he aired out on Shannon Sharp, do you feel that those perspectives were perspectives that should have been had maybe outside a comedy club, in a back room somewhere with some people, or do you feel that it was maybe better to be done on the platform of a show?
Really? I mean, in the perspective of marketing and media, the only proper,
Not more, we.
the only
I'm trying to
proper,
talk to you
I
outside of
mean, the
that.
only proper thing to do when you're talking like how he talks, I mean, I would think that I would want to speak about it on a publication that is big enough, that builds me enough wide.
And nobody put hands on. Big,
I mean, but if you look at it, no differently than Jaguar Wright, where they talking about she wrong,
but
right?
she disrespectful though, man. Cap.
She not. Hey, don't get me on it because I know Shorty. She not. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to come to my crib and you got to sit down with these people, the real people, bro. I'm telling you, you'll be like, whoa. This been my life, bro. I've never had to do anything else in my life since I was 6 years old besides make music and help other people make music, bro. I'm telling you, it's sickening. I've watched it. If I don't look, I've been tapped for multiple cases for a lot of these hip hop people. I won't talk names. I don't want to do this Diddy case though.
Oh man.
I don't want to do this Diddy case though.
Oh,
But like finding out that he got the bruh.
but you
Yo,
know, but this the thing though. I look at it like I'm not gonna gloat over Diddy going through what he's going through because I feel like 95% of the people that are gloating over him going through what he's going through, if it wouldn't have been publicized what he's going through, and somebody hit him up and was like, "Yo, man, you want to come to the Diddy for?" Fools taking off of work,
bro, they
buying.
still doing it to this day, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So I say all that. It's okay to pile on Diddy right now because he, with a level of hatred.
Yeah, I ain't piling on at all on Puffy because
Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna pile on him because I
I'm gonna
just.
get my publishing because I know who pays my shit. I know that a lot of people need to watch their mouth
Hey,
because if y'all watching them the paperwork, he got videos of all of us. Now, I'll say that he got all of us on video, guys.
yeah, yeah,
Watch that shit. What
yeah,
shit?
yeah. So, man, with that being said, man, this has been another episode of Splendid Radio, the wildest of the wild cards ever, one for the books.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, if people want to check you out, man, where can they go?
Continental T, at Continental T everything, or at Atlanta's Found.
Okay, okay. So
But I
tell
mean,
me,
honestly, if you check out with them, you checking out with my family, so you already checked in.
if you wanted to give someone a starting point to dive into your world, where would you tell them to go for reference?
You said to dive into my world.
Yep, music, whole, how you get down.
Um, I would tell them to go to Continental T.
All right, all right, I can live with that. I can live with that. Well, no,
Or
man.
look up Atlantis Found because Atlantis Found is bigger than Continental T. Do your research.
Okay. All right. Well, no, I can live with that. And hey, man, I can agree to disagree with anybody. You know what I'm saying? We all
But
got
we had a
perspective.
good one though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta pull up to the crib soon.
Nah, we got a mukbang. We
Exactly.
we gonna have a mukbang while we listening to your new project.
The facts, facts. Let's do that.
And I'm gonna bring somebody through to document it. I got a good dude. You've
I got
seen
a
it.
good dude too. We can do this all day.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, we got it then. We got it. Well, no, man, with that being said, another episode of Splendid Ray on Pharcyde TV. Peace.